Hi, hello, welcome back. It's SparkleDart. We're going to be playing SparkleDart again because that's what we do on SparkleDart. That's what SparkleDart's all about. That's the SparkleDart show. That's a guarantee. Okay. Ugh. Talk about frantic intros, you know what I'm saying? So, if you're like me, you're somebody who spends a lot of time in traffic, you know? So, you have to, you have to learn to adjust. You have to learn to appreciate how to use your time wisely, especially if your time is so valuable that you have to waste like an hour of it or 2 hours of it or even longer a day, every single day, except for Saturdays and Sundays if you're a normal working adult human person like I tend to be sometimes, unless I have to get called in on those days, in which case never mind what I just said just now. Then you will realize that you have to spend a lot of time in traffic, and that's just part of being an adult, a grown human adult man like myself. So you have to learn how to entertain yourself. That's why I have radio shows. If you like to listen to Bob and Tom in the morning, you know, they like to go on about things that old people like, and you know, I'm an old person too. I'm an old man. I have arthritis, and I've got like what do old people get? I don't know, like gout. Celiac disease, is that for old people or is that for like anybody who has... Oh wow, holy fuck, that motherfucker, let me tell you what, that was a piece of shit move on that guy's part, and I will not stand for this because I am SparkleDart and I will not stand for things that are fucking complete horseshit. So thank you for understanding my MO whenever I do shit like this. It's just that I will not stand for being fucked over by these stupid ass frog trees. You know, I don't like to waste time, like I said, unless I absolutely have to. And sometimes, you know, you do have to waste time because, like I said, if you have to go somewhere that you don't live, like all of us do when we go to work or school or wherever else. Now let me tell you what, when I went to school, actually I had to take a bus to get from my apartment to the school, and riding on that bus every single day was like there and back was like a 2-hour ordeal because it made so many stops, and its stops were so frequent and so long that it just, you know, it never really felt like it was an appropriate use of our time to be, you know, just stopping for that long. Like, they would stop for like 5 minutes at a stop that only one person was waiting at, and then got on the bus after, and after that point, we just would sit there for like 5 minutes at a time, and it'd just be horrible waste of time. I don't like to waste time. And that's why riding the bus is the worst thing you can do. If you're a human being and you ride the bus, then you're actively contributing to this mass media transit system that we've established, and you need to understand that you are part of the problem and that you need to change the way that you go about doing things and not just run into them headfirst like I just did, like a fucking moron, like I always tend to be. Which is good though, because I actually missed this little sparkly bit right now. And just understand that when you ride the bus, you are creating more problems than you are solving. So please stop. Let the bus culture know that we are not welcoming it anymore. Are you serious with this shit? With these fucking frogs? I don't like to spend too much time talking about what's happening in the game, but when this kind of bullshit's going on, like these frogs keep slapping me with their tongues and pissing me off. Just really grating the fuck out of me, and I don't like to be grated the fuck out of because I'm not cheese. Get it? Because like cheese grater, you get the joke? You get the joke that I'm telling? Because if you don't, then you're kind of dull, don't you think? You're kind of a dull person if you don't know what a cheese grater is. So please understand that, pardon me right now, pardon me. Understand that, yeah, that's just not what we're gonna do here. Well, I got fucked up by a pig. Okay, thank you. Thank you, pig, thank you. Man, I am just having an awful time with this stage. This stage is, you know, this one is just, it's just not conducive to what it is I like to do. I like to be chill, I like to relax, I like to have a good time, and I don't like to make too much of things, especially if it's not important that I do that, because, you know, making too much of things is for people who have a lot of bravado, and I'm not a sort of person who has a lot of bravado. I'm just the kind of guy who you feel like you can relate to and maybe have a beer with or something, or go out to the skate park and, you know, hang out with his mom when he's not there, but not in like a weird creepy way, so don't get that sort of weird thing in your mind. I didn't mean for that to sound weird. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't, I don't know. Just don't make it weird. If it doesn't have to be weird, don't make it weird. You're the one who immediately went there, not me, so please just understand that you're just as much to blame as I am, probably more so, because I try to be as thoughtful and PC as possible, and when I can't do that, it's usually not the fault of my own, it's usually the fault of others, because, you know, it's not good to blame others for your own problems, of course, as we all know, unless you're a spoiled child who has had everything handed to him in life and has never had to suffer any sort of adversity or any sort of hardships, and if that is the case for you, then please just know that these fucking piece of shit frogs, where is he at? There he is, okay. Okay, I know how this is gonna go. I'm just gonna wait this one out real quick. Come on. That's what I was hoping, that's what I was waiting for. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Pig, for helping me out. I know you was trying to kill me, but you helped me out more than you killed me, so I'm not super upset about it. You know, I'm SparkleDart, like I said, I'm a chill guy, so much so that you could probably put your lunch meats and your cheeses on my face, and they would be just as cold as if you put them in a refrigerator. That was a really strange thing to say. I apologize for being so strange. I'm just real passionate. I'm a real passionate person. And if you can't get past that fact, then maybe you're watching the wrong show. I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, so did you know that certain animals can like interbreed with one another? The most prominent example would have to be the lion and the tiger, which breed together to make something called a liga. I might have talked about this before. A liga or a tyon. But if not, let's talk about donkeys. Donkeys are basically donkeys and mules. No, horses and donkeys crossbreed to make something called a mule. That's where the term pack mule comes from. It's very sturdy. It's like a horse type animal that has it's got the strength of a horse and the endurance of a donkey. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then go to farmersalmanac.com and look up donkey and be like, oh, that's great, donkeys are super strong, super smart animals. I'm like, yes they are. That's why they crossbreed them with horses to make sterile offspring. And that's the thing, you can't really like create more mules from the same set of mules because they are sterile, since they are crossbred animals, and they do not compatibilize well with one another, which is, you know, it's unfortunate, because I think it's really interesting that the premise that the two sorts of animals that are so different from one another could interbreed in such a way. So, okay, well, I'm missing yellow, I guess. I'm missing a yellow, and I will go find that, because I still got like 3 minutes to kill until I'm done with this episode, where I spend the entire fucking time on just one stage, which I don't like to do, because I feel like that is a waste of time, like sitting in traffic like a chump. You can just get like a private helicopter, or like some sort of some sort of private helicopter, like a jet ski, if you have to go across any bodies of water, like the Hudson River, if you live in New York or whatever that is, Manhattan, Jersey, one of those places where there's a river and it cuts through the whole city and you have to go through it. If you live in that sort of place, then get a jet ski. I swear you can't go wrong with a jet ski. Jet skis are great, they're fun, They're practical. First and foremost, they're practical machines that you can use any way you want to in the world, as long as it's water. You could jet ski across the entire goddamn ocean if you wanted to. You could go from Atlantic to Pacific, and it wouldn't even be a thing, because, you know what? Where the fuck is that yellow? This is the shit that I don't like. This is the shit that drives people up the fucking wall. I'm like, okay, whatever. Fuck it. Well, I still got a minute and a half anyway, so there's no point in quitting now. So thank you for sticking this one out. This is going to be kind of excruciating to watch. Hopefully I find the yellow before the end of the episode. If not, I'll just sparkly bit my way out and, you know, play you off as chumps thinking that I did something off screen that you didn't notice and you wouldn't catch on. But I'll just tell you right up front that that's exactly what I'm going to do if it requires that I do so. So please understand that I don't like to waste time, like I say. You know, I ran right past it. I'm a fucking moron. So if you want to watch a show about somebody who's a goddamn fucking moron, then you're watching the right show. It's called SparkleDart here on youtube.com/SparkleDart. I think the URL now is SparkleDart.home, so check that out. SparkleDart.home is the home for idiotic retards playing video games, and that is me. That's me who's playing the idiotic retard video games. Thank you for checking me out. I think I might end this one up. I might end this episode a little bit early just because the last one ran long and this was just the one level. So thank you for watching. Bye.